now streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Full Velocity Racing Network. Now coming to you live from the Knoxville Raceway. It is night number 1 of season number 6. Wow, has it been 6 already? DWRL Sunday Shootout presented by BladeNode.com, and it comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What is going on, everybody? Phil LaCasse here. Jack chewing on the controls. The Phil and Jack attack coming at you live on a Sunday evening, and Phil must be in a good mood, so something really must have happened well in Dallas here this afternoon, but we're not going to talk about that. It just puts me in a good mood for now, I guess. But we got a great car count on hand, 34 drivers at pit area, qualifying just coming to completion. And what do you say we take a trek down trackside for our very first Voiles Trucking starting lineup of the evening, the first of 4 heat races. Heat's going to be 8 laps in distance with the top 3 guaranteed on into the main event. Here is how we'll come to post. On the pole with tonight's Team Hard Motorsports quick time of car number 11, time of 22.811. That'll find Kyle Moyer on the pole for the opening heat with the number 013 alongside Rockstar DJ Kolanowski in the house tonight on the outside of row number 1. Row 2 aboard car number 73 from Bulletproof Motorsports, Screaming Stephen Moore. And alongside the number 311 is Justin Holt. Row number 3, we find the big monkey aboard the number 97. That is Rocky Batfield with the number 07, Team Dirt Warrior machine of Justin Pruitt on the outside of row 3. Caleb Reif rolls off in the number 32. He starts off position 7 with the number 45 of Travis Montgomery on the outside of row 4. And starting on our final position here, 9th this evening aboard car number 58, Ryder Schrauf, is it? S-R-O-U-F-E, Schrauf, I think we're going to go with on that one. Could be wrong, or, Schrauf, or could either of them. Somebody to maybe get that right for me, but he's going to start, Ryder going to start rear of the field here. We called for 9, I believe we have 8, and we're going to take 8 laps around this legendary half-mile Knoxville Raceway. Great to have you aboard here with Facebook Live this evening. Say to all of you live out there watching us, Susan already checked it over there. I see our buddy Howdy Checker out there. Howdy, how the heck are you, bud? Great podcast this morning. Watched quite a bit of it as we were twiddling around here this morning. You guys do an awesome job. So thanks to you guys for watching and supporting us here live at Full Velocity as well. Also available live via YouTube, where I see a good little crowd has migrated over there as well with a pretty high-def picture. You get all the YouTube and also live on Twitch TV as these cars start to assemble their way out toward the racing service and said Knoxville Raceway. God, pace truck just now started to move, so we're just finally going to roll our way out toward the racing service. Give me a minute here while we're just kind of having a stall in the action. A little delay, it feels like, getting this one started. I want to say hey to our sponsors out there tonight, of course. Got to thank the great folks at BladeNode.com, the presenting sponsor of the Dirt Warrior Racing League, a league that we've been, synonymous with here for a couple of years now. Great to be out here with these guys. Got to thank the gang at BladeNode.com. Got to thank Hanover Record Service Of course, our buddy Jeff iRacing, iFlag.com. Does it get better than that guy? It does not, for sure. Also thank Brian and Kathy Voiles at Voiles Trucking. CCM Customs, not CCM Customs, I will thank them as well, but they want to say, give a shout out to JMax Journeys now, so look them up. jmaxstrong.com is where you find them. Also going to say hey to Scott and the gang down at the South Texas Speedway. Charlie Milner over at Milner Media and Design. Of course, TDR Racing League, Team Hard Motorsports. They sponsored our quick time tonight. Also, Trash Panda Graphics and JP Designs. All those guys make up the Full Velocity Racing Network as the field. We migrated over into turn number 3 and 4, I believe. Here, I lost my camera. I'm trying to figure out where my camera's at. There we go. Looking over to 3 and 4, I believe the lights are out around this legendary half mile, and that means it is time to go racing for the first time this evening. Been a doubleheader kind of weekend here with twin bill shows, matinees of the afternoon, evening delight. We go to it, the iRacing, iFlag.com, green flag in the air, and Kyle Moyer brings that number 11 car down to turn number 1 and 2. He started for the pole. He'll lead them off of turn number 2 right there in the second spot, and now going to make a peek to the inside for the lead. That is old Rockstar DJ K in the 013. DJ Kilinowski going to try to work over the low side. He'll fall back in line as we work off turn number 4. Kyle Moyer, we can score the race leader. DJ will follow there for spot number 2. Races back here for third between Stephen Moore. You got Justin Holt there, and how about the big monkey? Number 97 of Rocky Batfield. He's shaking the tree, looking down to the inside of Holt over in turn number 3 and 4. So we're taking the top 3 guaranteed off into the main event. 34 cars in the pit area tonight. So we definitely know we're going to see some last chance qualifiers and whatnot going on. So we'll send some cars home for sure. I don't think we'll start 34 here in Knoxville, but we got a great car count on hand. A lot of good drivers in the house, and this will be a great one to watch here this evening as we work lap number 3. Over in turn number 3, Moyer continuing to lead. Kilinowski falling into that second spot, nose to tail in the top 3 as we pull Stephen Moore around with them. Nose to tail as they cross the start-finish line, completing that third lap. But the battle is back here for this 4th spot on back, where Rocky Batfield has made his way around Justin Holt, and now also may bring down a white car to the low side. That is Justin Pruitt, new paint on the 07. Pretty sharp-looking car right there. So he's going to pull the 07 car down to the inside off of turn number 4, taking a peek there to the bottom. But Batfield under pressure from Holt as we come off turn number 4. And we see the cross flags on the speedway 4 laps in. 4 laps remaining as we work off turn number 2 now. Moyer continuing to lead this one. Kilinowski, I should say. Keep going. Colin. We went over this already this week. Kilinowski. He'll get it right. DJ Kilinowski, or we'll call him the Rockstar DJ K. How about that one? Let's give him a new nickname out there tonight. Make that kid's head even bigger than it already is. Why not? We put 5 on the board. Moyer leading them off in turn number 2. DJ going to look to the low side. Here comes a race for the 3rd spot, and that's the old big monkey making it happen to the outside. Rocky Batfield trying to pull up to the right rear of Stephen Moore off the exit of turn number 4, and they're going to be there door-to-door. We may have a door-to-door race for the lead brewing as well as DJ takes a peek up high, and we're greeted by 2 laps to go from the starter stand. 2 more trips around the half-mile Knoxville Raceway as Moyer gets a bump from DJ down the back chute, shoves him off into turn number 3 and 4. This race for 3rd so far really good. Moore holding on for the time being over Batfield as we see the white silk up in the air. 1 more trip around the half-mile for the driver of car number 11. Kyle Moyer takes the field off of turn number 2. DJ Kilinowski takes a peek to the low side off of turn number 2. And as we just stretch it off into the 3rd or 4th turn, we got drama here for the transfer spot. Off the corner, checkered flag goes in the air for Kyle Moyer. DJ holding on for 2, and it's going to be Stephen Moore going to clip Rocky Batfield to the line there to grab that official flash transfer spot. Justin Holt rounding out our top 5. Justin Pruitt, Ryder Schrauf, Travis Montgomery, Caleb Reif rounding out an 8-car field there for heat race number 1. And golly, that was a lot of fun, folks. And I hope you're going to be here the rest of the night because this one here is going to be a lot of fun. If you're watching via Facebook Live, well, help us out over there. We are doing stars donations here for the month of December, and Facebook has kind of given us a goal. What is it now? 20,000 stars, whatever it may be. I know we eclipsed the first goal bar they set for us. 50,000 stars. We're looking for 50,000 stars here in the month of December. Facebook does not believe the Full Velocity Racing Network is legit. That we have no followers, no support at all. We even get less support from the iRacing Simulation. We're trying to get on their ticker as well, but You can help us out with Stars donations, guys. They do a lot of great things for us. They really help us keep our costs low, keep us very affordable. Also help us get the new medias out there, get new things available to us, and allows us to expand on our content, even to just make us better. So any donation there through Stars, we certainly appreciate that. We welcome you all aboard to your unequivocal, undisputed heavyweight champion of the online broadcast world, the Full Velocity Racing Network, there tonight live with Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV, as heat race number 2 is brought itself out onto the racing surface. And let's take a look at our Voiles Trucking starting lineup. On the pole aboard the newly coin number HRE 926, that is Barrett Bishop, and alongside with the number 71, that is Daniel Stifler. Row number 2 aboard the number 319, that is David Brewer, with the number 88 RJM machine of Kevin Prettyman. On the outside of row number 2, row 3 finds the 142 of Taylor Frost, with the number 06 of Matthew Everett on the outside of row number 3. Chuck Sims rolling off 17s of the 59, and the 04, the 4D, Fast Frank Gonzalez rolling off of the 8th and final position here in heat race number 2. So we called for 8. I believe we've got all 8 out there, so let's get to it. As they would say, let's get it on. Off turn number 4, we go back under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag, and we stop it down off into turn number 1 and 2, and it is Barrett Bishop going to lead the way, but he already slides up the racetrack off the corner and may open the door for the Iceman. Daniel Stifler in the 71. He may take a peek to the low side. He will. Over in 3 and 4. Race for the lead as we exit 4 for the first time. Barrett keeps that throttle pedal down. Carries all that momentum off of turn number 4. He'll lead the first lap here of heat 2. Stifler in for second. Third at the line will be scored to David Brewer. Then the battle back here for fourth is between Kevin Prettyman and the 06 of Matt Everett. We see Matt back out here in the airways. Saw him this afternoon as part of that great series being put on by UDRA, the Money Series, the Amsoil Super Late Model Dirt Series. A lot of fun this afternoon. Great race over there at the Lernerville Speedway, as we got 8 weeks of Lernerville on Sunday afternoons. That race 2 this afternoon was a really, really great time out there. And Dylan Wilson taking down the win over there at Lernerville earlier today on our airways. But we pay attention now. The trip into Knoxville, Tennessee, or Knoxville, Iowa. Knoxville, Tennessee, Phil. What do you think? Knoxville, Iowa. We're at the wrong state. No, we're not. We're in Iowa. We work our way off turn number 2, where Barrett Bishop continues to lead and shorting his stuff by about 2 or 3 car lengths. Look at Stifler driving it deep in a 1 and 2 on the low side. Just doesn't quite have that forward drive right now. That may change over the course of the night. Wish Todd was here to tell me all about how this track will probably change, but we're allowing Todd to do what I do on Sundays, usually out at a football party or doing something, taking an NFL Sunday into his Bills finally for the first time in probably 20 plus years have a big game on a Sunday night. So we'll let Todd take that all in, and we'll talk to him back again tomorrow night. We go back over to the Southern Dirt Racing Series for their first race, a non-points race with the J Max Strong 75 coming tomorrow live at Lernerville. Going to be a great time over there with Tubbs and all the gang at the Southern Dirt Racing Series. That will call home coming up on Monday night, so the next couple of months. But let's look here what's happening in the turn number 1 and 2, and it's right where we've kind of left it here so far. Bishop continuing to lead. Stifler still riding in second, but he's got contention up high now from the 319 of David Brewer. His stabs looked up high after the turn number 3 and 4. Will fall back in line there off the turn, is looking for the outside lane to start coming in a little bit more, as it kind of is. And down not so well there, as we got 2 to go on the speedway. Kevin Prettyman holding on and doing a great job back there, position 4. Matt Everett, Frank Gonzalez, Taylor Frost, Chuck Sims rounding out the field as we hit turns number 3 and 4. We will see the white flag in the air this time. One more trip around for that HRE 926 of Barrett Bishop, who enters his way down to turn number 1 and 2. Slides the car up in the outside lane, takes the run away from Stifler, who has his hands full of David Brewer as we enter the third turn for the final time. The checkers will go in the air, and I believe they are going to greet none other than Barrett Bishop this time as we eclipse off turn number 4. Bishop taking down the win in heat 2. Second to Stifler. David Brewer will grab the third and final transfer spot. Kevin Prettyman, Matt Everett, Frank Gonzalez, Taylor Frost, Chuck Sims running out our top 8, well, the 8 cars out there for heat race number 2. So let them exit stage left, and we'll allow heat race number 3 to start to assemble and parade itself out to the speedway. Want to say hey to Adam Lakey out there. Adam, thank you for, let's say, 200 stars, Adam. Thank you so much for that donation, man. We're hoping to hit the goal. We got a tally. I know Todd's got it. I'm sure Jack's got it. I don't got it in front of me, but top stars donators. I know guys like Sam Perry at BladeNode.com or Jeff Brown over at iRacing iFlag. Those guys are pretty high on the list. So you want to compete with their donations, guys. You got to get them flowing in all night long. But we'll hopefully throw a prize out there at the end of the month as well too. I know Todd's got some great things working on, some cool raffles he is doing. Doing a raffle for a Full Velocity Racing Network T-shirt. You get in for $2 there. There's spots available. Head over to our Facebook page now, to the fans group and whatnot. And I believe Todd has that all out there. What numbers are available? Shoot us a message in our inbox, and we'll make sure you're a part of that raffle as well there for a T-shirt. I believe there was about 3 or 4 spots remaining before we do this lucky drawing to see who a winner is of an all-new Full Velocity Racing Network T-shirt. So let's talk about heat race number 3 as we roll out onto the racetrack. They're over in turn number 3, and let's take a look at a Boyles Trucking starting lineup on the pole. The Voodoo Child aboard car number 12. That is Eric Eichstadt, and alongside Team Dirt Warrior teammate aboard car number 16. That is David Blackburn. Row number 2, the Bulldozer Alex Brewer from Team Dirt Warrior rolls off on the inside of row number 2 with the number 40 of Jordan Curdy on the outside of the second row. The 119 rolls off 5th. That is Corey Stansell with the number 6 of Ryan Bronson on the outside of row number 3. High side, Henry the Hammer, Henry Jones starts off position number 7. He is in car number 25. And our buddy Tubbs, that is our buddy Charlie Milner from Milner Media Design, rolling off the 138. He will start shotgun on an 8-car field. As we are assembled, we are locked and loaded. We are ready to unfurl Alicia Fury like no other as we go back under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag and roll it down into turn number 1 and 2. And Eric Eichstadt with the number 12 going to lead the field off of turn number 2. David Blackburn will fall into position number 2. Brewer, they go right away. Nose to tail for the top 3, top 4, maybe the entire field as we enter into 3 and 4 to complete lap number 1. Eichstadt will lead the way around, and the guy who was looking for a checkered flag through so much of 2019 grabbed one here a few months ago. It was a very ecstatic victory lane. Can Eric Eichstadt maybe pull off another one here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway here with the Dirt Warrior Racing League? We'll hope and wait and see, as this night's got a lot of racing left to go as we exit that 4th corner. Eric going to complete lap number 2. Blackburn falling in for 2nd. It was great to see David Blackburn on the airwaves yesterday here on Full Velocities. We saw him as part of the E1 G250 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. David had a terrific run, a top 3 finish there in a pavement truck after 250 miles there. Going to thank the gang over at BladeNode.com, Sam Perry and the guys for putting on that awesome event yesterday. It was certainly didn't lack on entertainment. The racing was really weird. We had a lot of tire blowouts, had guys blow motors, a lot of attrition, but I'll tell you what, we went a whole sorts of directions yesterday. There was a race somewhere, and for a little while we found it and we didn't. So you want to go back and relive what was some of the follies of the Full Velocity Racing Network with Phil and Todd and even Jack out there for a little while. We'll bring down, even we had Jeff out there on the airwaves yesterday as well. So we had a good time having some fun with the gang at BladeNode.com. But over off of turn number 2, that's that BladeNode machine. Eric Eichstadt leading the field, but look at teammate David Blackburn giving him all he can handle on the low side as we enter into turns number 3 and 4. Get Alex Brewer riding in that 3rd spot in that red car right behind. Nose to tail in the top 4. 4th place car is the 119 of Corey Stansell, doing a really good job on the outside looking in as far as potential transfer goes. The sheet I have here says top 3 go in, so if that holds true, Corey Stansell may be on the outside looking in as we race it for the lead over in 3 and 4. And we're coming to the signal for 2 laps remaining for heat race number 3. David Blackburn down to the inside of Eric Eichstadt off of turn number 4. We'll drive it deep into that 1st corner. Maybe not quite a slider. Had to wash it up the hill. They stay door to door. Eric getting this bumper width advantage there off of turn number 2. We drive it down the back chute into 3. Blackburn going to try again. This is going to be a good one. Heating up, white flag on the racetrack. A battle of Blackburn versus Eichstadt. And don't count out Alex Brewer, because if that guy can throw it in there through the middle, make it exciting, that kid certainly will. He'll make it dig in that number 1 car if he can make it happen. We are door to door into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. Who is going to claim victory in heat race number 3. We're a quarter of a turn from finding out because David Blackberg is to the inside. Drag races our finish line, and by a nose, give it to Eric Eichstadt. 0.020 seconds. It doesn't get much closer than that. We did see one this afternoon, a 0.006, which was absolutely unbelievable. A 0.020 the win for the 12th car of Eric Eichstadt over David Blackberg. Third goes to Alex Brewer, Corey Stansell, Ryan Bronson running out your top 5, Jordan Curdy, Charlie Milner, Henry Jones running at the 8-car field there for heat race number 3, which means there's only one more of those left to go. Let them start to kind of shape what that field is going to look like there on pit road as they start to make their way out behind that beautiful Chevrolet Corvette iRacing.com safety truck going to pull out. Let's take a look at the lineup for it's a Corvette or Chevrolet Silverado. Thank you, Jack. Corvette. Yeah, imagine if Corvette made a truck like Tesla making like an off-road vehicle or something. Hey, never know. May happen with these all new non-combustible, all battery powered electric stuff we're going to have out there. God only knows what's going to be possible. Let's cleanse it for a minute here, Phil. Want to think about it. But off to turns number 3 and 4. Let's take a look at the Boyles Trucking starting lineup. It's Jack gets me all kilter. Don't really want to think about any of that. But on the pole, aboard car number 032, we welcome to the network Jimmy Hoffman. And alongside the evil one himself, aboard car number 21, we find Jim Revis on the outside of row number 1. The natural one rolls on the inside of row number 2 aboard car number 84. That is E.J. Jones. And alongside E.J. in the number 188, that is Wes Wiggin. Third row, the 7-Eleven there. Next, that is Terry Joyner with the Trash Panda Graphics. Car number 10 on the outside of row number 3. That is Jason Salter. Bubba aboard car number 91. Tyson Pankow rolls off 7th. He is flanked by our buddy, well, aboard car number 44. Good to see out here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Tyler Blankenship joining us, the Hannibal Record Service Machine. Mud Duck Racing number 44 as we go under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag up in the air, and Jimmy Hoffman going to try to lead Jim Revis there off turn number 2. And newcomer here to the series, new name to be on the network. Welcome Jimmy Hoffman to Full Velocity as he motors the field, leading him into turns number 3 and 4. The races for second were Jim Revis and E.J. Jones, a couple of arch rivals and good buddies there. Just mix it up down the front straightaway, give it to Revis at the line, but EJ is lurking, and he is down low the Cedar Cove, number 84. Tries to make it work off of turn number 2, but washes it back up the hill. Revis in with the motor on back around, and how about they're off the old 32? Jimmy Hoffman, good to see a 32. As we go 3 wide for second. Who was that down there sticking it underneath? That's Jason Salter. They leave it to Salter to mix it up there early. Low side sticking E.J. Jones in the middle. Jim Revis up high. Can the number 10 complete the slide job off of 2? Nope. Lost all his steam there on the low side. I'm sure he'll gather it up, try it again here in turns number 3 and 4 as we stay 3 deep for second. By far the most exciting race we've seen yet tonight. We're only in heat race number 4. They're all chasing Hoffman off the corner. Revis, Jones, Salter stay side by side, a 3-way scenario. Salter drives it deep in a 1 and 2. Does he have the gumption this time to clear him? EJ almost sticks at 21 on the fence. Give Jason Salter second. Now EJ Jones to third. Jim Revis has drop kicked back to the 4th, and he's got a mirror full as well. You look underneath, you've got the Wes Wiggin, number 188 there. Terry Joyner is there. You got Bubba back there, the 91. Tyler Blankenship's 44, trying to throw some elbows on there through as well. So Jim Revis now has company trying to hold on to position number 4, and he is locked door to door with Wiggin over turn number 3 and 4 as West drives it in really deep. Can he make it work? Jason Salter has run down the back of that number 32 of Jimmy Hoffman. Now puts Salter to the race lead as he hits turn number 1. All the way from position, number 6. That trash pin at number 10. He is now up to the race lead. He leads it down the back straightaway, but look at the Hoffman run. The old 32 up high, not going away as we'll go door to door off turn number 4, and the starter will put those 2 popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around the half mile. That calls 1 mile left in the final qualifier of the night, heat race number 4. We'll move into consolation rounds here in just a little bit, but we are coming to the white flag into turns number 3 and 4. Hoffman takes a peek up high. EJ running the middle groove, running the middle, has a thought. Well, gets a little bit tiny loose off the corner. Hoffman going to fire back up high as we get the white flag in the air. Salter, can he hold on? He's got two hungry ones behind him. Hoffman running up high, all the way up high. That big run doesn't get the run off turn number 2 he's looking for. E.J. Jones stuck down low, man. This is racing here so far been terrific. This entire heat race has been just awesome to watch, and this one's going to be sad to see end, but off turn number 4, checkered going in the air. Racing Jason Salter going to take down the win by just a fraction there. 0.089 going to be interval at the line over E.J. Jones. Jimmy Hoffman will finish up third there. Fourth goes to Terry Joyner, who best Jim Revis at the line. Wes Wiggin will finish up sixth. Tyson Pankow, Tyler Blankenship running out an 8-car field there, so that was a lot of fun. 4 heat race in the book. We'll see where we're going next. It looks like the first of 2 last chance qualifiers. B main number 1 starting to grid there in the infield. Let's take a second here to take a drink, and I'll come back here with the lineup here real quick. Don't even meet me, Jack. I just need to just wet the whistle here real quick. Oh, there we go. Water there, throw on the whistle there. We work through the lineup for B main number 1 or consolation round number 1, whatever you want to call it. It's been called a lot of different things elsewhere, but we're going to call it racing. 10 laps around, top 8 into the main event. We are scheduled to put 10 cars out there, and here is how they will come to post. On the pole with the number 97, the FTP VLR sponsored machine, that is Rocky Batfield. And alongside the number 119 is Corey Stansell. In row number 2, we find the Big Texan. Along number 311, that is Justin Holt. Ryan Bronson brings the number 6 out from the outside of row number 2. The 07 of Justin Pruitt rolls off from position number 5 with Jordan Curdy in the number 40 on the outside of row number 3. The 58 of Ryder Schrauf rolls off next with Schrauf or Gruff or somebody help me with that one. I'm still kind of puzzled there how to give that one a proper enunciation. Charlie Milner rolls off next to the 138. Travis Montgomery and the Hammer Henry Jones running out a 10-car field where only 8 will race their way into the main event. So we're going to send at least 2 home from here. And I hate to see anybody go home, but only the fastest do survive. And the Dirt Warrior Racing League, you know, this is the place to be. The pinnacle of the iRacing Dirt Street Stock Leagues lives right here on Sunday nights and on Wednesday nights, and we're very proud here on the Full Velocity Racing Network to be home to these gentlemen each and every week, and love doing so. We'll be back here as long as they keep having us, because we really do have a good time. Coming out here as we got that safety vehicle onto pit road, the iRacingIFlag.com green flag in the air. The big monkey jumps on that lad pedal. It will lead the field off in a turn 1 and 2. Stansell got a really bad jump there on the outside. He stuck 3 deep back for third, but up through the middle, now up to the 2nd position. Will be, who's that there? Is that Justin Holt? Yes, it is, the 311. He has worked his way now up to 2. We got Stansell stuck in the middle there. We've got Justin Pruitt, Ryan Bronson in there doing a great job. Holt, Stansell, Pruitt are going to be your top 4 as we exit now turn number 2, 1 lap in. 10 laps going to be the distance here, so 2 more extra. Knoxville's a big racetrack. They really do lap this thing 26, 27 seconds a lap, so it does take a little while to get around here on these low-powered street stocks. Very big, wide racing service. They'll race all over it tonight. You bet you'll see a really good feature event coming up here in just a little bit, but we just kind of work our way through qualifying here and consolation rounds and try to save what we can for the main event. But Batfield leading the way here off in a turn 1 and 2. These guys aren't holding anything back, and we'll try to do so as well. As Batfield leading Holt. Got Stansell in there, Justin Pruitt, Ryan Bronson. You got Ryder Schrauf, Charlie Milner. Travis Montgomery currently occupies that final transfer spot. Jordan Curdy and Charlie Milner. Old Tubbs on the outside looking in as we currently speak. So we'll pay attention to where that cut line sits as the field exits now into turns number 3 and 4. And we're going to put 4 laps complete for that number 97 of Rocky Batfield. He's trying to just kind of check out, if you will, from Justin Holt there in a 311. As Justin now, he has found something down low and may make a bid for the lead as we head down the back chute and into turn number 3 as Rocky's really committed up high. Holt drives it in deep on the low side, and could there be something brewing as far as grip as Justin runs kind of now up the middle? They make a little bit of contact, not too much. Sent Rocky up the hill a little bit. He may have made a little kiss to the outside wall, made a little love to it. Not even love. I guess that'll be like a little peck. That's like a first date kiss right there. Rocky, you don't want to have him go all the way yet. He's He's a loving guy. He's not going to go right to the, right to the gumption already, but he'll stick it in the high lane. Turn number 4 is I got Jack piping up on me. And we're drag racing here. Now, it's a good race. Battenfield and Holt, as we complete 6 laps on the board. Now begin lap number 7. It's anybody's guess who is going to come out of that one ultimately with the race lead. Corey Stansell's 119. Doing a really good job as well, riding back there in third. You look right behind, you find Justin Pruitt. Ryan Bronson, they're locked in a pretty good battle back there for positions number 4 and 5. And I say, a new look and some new paint on that number 6 car. Ryan Bronson really like the look of that thing. That numeral pops out there, black paint scheme. Cool looking ride for the 6 cars. Him and Pruitt stay side by side off turn number 2. We'll take a trip even further back here and update what's going on as far as the transfer goes. The Travis Montgomery's 45 car running in 6. Ryder Srouth. Jordan Curdy holding on to positions number 8. Then you get Charlie Milner and Henry Jones, who had some issues here. So Tubbs and Henry look to be in trouble of racing on into our main. We'll update that because next time around we are going to see the white flag in the air, and Rocky Battenfield's going to see white silk going up around the speedway, this time off turn number 4. And he has held off one of the best there in the street stocks of Justin Holt. How about this 19 of Corey Stansell? He has really come to life late. He's finding some grip up high, doing that wall riding dance there through turn number 1 and 2. Gets a really good run up high. Can that propel him around Justin Holt as we hit turn number 3 and 4 for the final time? Can Rocky Battenfield hold on? He has that clean track ahead off turn number 4. He will see the checkered flag in consolation race number 1. Battenfield with the win. Holt for 2. Stansell 3rd. Justin Pruitt, Ryan Bronson, Travis Montgomery, Jordan Curdy, Ryder Srouth make it off into the main event. Charlie Milner and Henry Jones look like going to be the 2 cars exiting stage left here off the speedway. So we got 8 there. So those 8 joined. What did we put in? 3 times 4, 12 plus 8 is 20. I'm looking sound by the math. We're starting 28 here in the main event. That'll make for a great race here for 60 laps around the Knoxville Raceway as consolation round number 2 begins to calibrate itself down on the infield and getting ready to pull along out onto the racetrack. So look over to Facebook Live, and I see I saw our buddy Mindy out there a little while ago. Big sweet car, 16 sure is. I saw Jeff Brown out there. Jeff, what another, what is that, 795 stars. Jeff, you're the man. You're the absolute man. Thank you so much for that. I see our old friend John Forgione out there for our buddy from ECT out there. So, John, hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Hope you're having a good time, and hope all is well. Hoping to catch up again sometime down the road, all you fellas, and come back then on 2003. Have some fun with you guys once again over at East Coast Thunder. No, they just kind of re-roared back to life here not too long ago, so good to see those guys back with us over there. And at our 2003, as we have consolation event number 2 out onto the racetrack, and let's take a look at our Boyles Trucking starting lineup. On the pole with car number 88 is Kevin Prettyman with the number 711 alongside of Terry Joyner. Row number 2, the number 06 is Matthew Everett with the number 21 of Jim Revis, the evil one on the outside of row number 2. Third row, the 4D, Fast Frank Gonzalez on the inside of row number 3 with the number 188 of Wes Wiggin. He'll start the outside of our third row. 7th starter will be car number 142. That is Taylor Frost. Tyson Pankow coming deep in the field here. The 91 car starting off in position number 8. Chuck Sims brings the number 59 out from position number 9 with Tyler Blankenship aboard car number 44. And scheduled to roll off next. So, is he out there? No, he is out there now. Caleb Reif, the hot knife, Caleb Reif. The RJM car number 32 rolling off of position number 11. So, we called for 11. We have all 11. Only the top 8 race to the main event. We're going to send 3 more drivers home. And that will mean we're going to send 5 out of qualifying here tonight. 28 car feature coming up. Let's go under the iRacingGuyFlag.com green flag. And let's go back to racing here at Knoxville as we exit off of turn number 2. And good launch there for the 88 of Kevin Prettyman. Terry Joyner, that's 711. That's another guy who I've noticed he comes on the racetrack with us. Always really interesting to watch the 711. Always has a lot of speed and certainly will mix up, make things exciting for us if he can. But Prettyman going to lead the way. Matt Everett's now up to the 2nd position. Terry Joyner. Here comes the 4D. Look at how fast Frank Gonzalez out of the picture. Been a while since I've called the name Frank Gonzalez on our airwaves. He works into turn number 3 and 4. And How about this run for the RJM? Car number 88, Kevin Prettyman, exits turn number 2 with the race lead. Oh, somebody blinking out over there. Somebody having an issue with the aliens. That may have been the 06 of Matt Everett, who completely disappeared. I think he's just exited stage right. I think the aliens have got Matt Everett. I hope he's okay. Never know what those aliens are going to do, but man, it looks like Matt Everett has lost us here with the server. So that's going to put second in the hands of Terry Joyner. Frank Gonzalez now up to third. Jim Revis there as well aboard car number 21, racing with the 4 car. So Revis in that mix as well with Frank off of the corner. So Revis now up to position number 3 is apparently, Jack, I was in the 06 car. And when you're in the 06 car and you fall out of the server, you don't see a whole lot besides air. So had to kind of figure out, recalibrate where I was. But we work our way down off into turn number 1 and 2. How about this run here for Kevin Prettyman, as he's going to be halfway home this time by and has led all the laps thus far, but he has a hungry competitor in behind. The 7-11 of Terry Joyner beginning to reel in the 88 as we head into turn number 3 and 4. Cross flag's going to go down. 5 complete. 5 laps to go. Consolation round number 2. 60-lap main event coming up next on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And I cannot wait to see where 60 laps at Knoxville will go this evening. But this is a good one here where Jim Revis runs in that 3rd spot. You got Frank Gonzalez back here in 4th. Good little battle going on for P5. You got Taylor Frost, Tyson Pankow back there. Wes Wiggin, Tyler Blankenship holding on to position number 8. And that's where the money is right now, because you got the guys like Caleb Reif and Chuck Sims and Matt Everett who fell out of the server. So I don't believe we're going to see Matt in the main event. Caleb and Chuck now run on the bubble as well. Tyler Blankenship currently occupying that 8th and final transfer spot on a B main number 2, but we exit turn to number 4. We'll complete lap number 7. I was watching this little race beginning to develop up here up front, because Kevin Prettyman has it. Terry Joyner's begin to ran him down, and don't count out that 21 car of the Evil One himself. Evil One Graphics number 21 of Jim Revis rides in turn number 3 in position number 3, and if he's got something in the tank, you know he'll let it fly. Maybe not so much here in a B main, but I'm sure if he's going to hold something back to the feature, and you know Jim's going to have something there as well. So follow along number 21 as we exit off turn number 2 and down the back chute. Prettyman going to lead, and this time by the starter is going to put the white flag up into the air. One more trip around. Can the RJM number 88 hold on for one more half mile around the Knoxville Raceway? Well, he was in good shape. Terry Joyner, can he throw one more Hail Mary as we work into turn number 1 and 2? Prettyman gets through the corner nicely. A little momentum burst down the back straightaway. A power surge to the 3rd and 4th corner, and the checkered flag going to go in the air. Give B main number 2, Consi round number 2, whatever you call it. Kevin Prettyman taking down the win. Terry Joyner going to settle for number 2. 3rd will go to Jim Revis. Frank Gonzalez for 4th. Taylor Frost for the top 5. Tyson Pankow. Wes Wiggin. Tyler Blankenship grabs that final transfer spot. Caleb Reif, Chuck Sims, and Matt Everett going to be the ones going off on the hook here tonight. So that's going to throw us off into a quick warm-up. So what do you say we get everybody to their feet? Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Let's pay honor to this great nation, the United States of America, with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, ready to rock and roll. 60-lap main event, Dirt Warrior Racing League, BladeNode.com Sunday Shootout Series about to just unleash a fury around 60 laps on the Knoxville Raceway. Let's take a look at our Voiles Trucking starting lineup. On the pole, the guy who set tonight's Hard Motorsports quick time aboard car number 11, that is Kyle Moyer. And alongside the HRE number 926 is Eric Bishop. Row number 2 with car number 12, the Voodoo Child, Eric Eitstadt, rolls off the inside of row number 2 when he is flanked on the outside by car number 10, the Trash Panda Machine of Racing, Jason Salter. Row number 3, old rockstar DJ K aboard car number 13, DJ Kilinowski, and along with the number 71, the Iceman Daniel Stifler, make up row number 3. Fourth row was a Team Dirt Warrior number 16, that is David Blackberg, the number 84 of the Natural One. E.J. Jones rolls off in position number 8, row 5, the 73 of Screamin' Stephen Moore. Next door to Stephen of the 319, that is David Brewer. Alex Brewer rolling off 11th. He is in car number 1 with Jimmy Hoffman aboard car number 032. He rolls off on the outside of row number 6. And then our drivers that came from the consolation rounds, including the number 97 of Rocky Batfield, the number 88 of Kevin Prettyman, round out row number 7, row 8. The number 311 of Justin Holt, the 711 is Terry Joyner, the 119 of Corey Stansell, Jim Revison, number 21, the 07 of Justin Pruitt, and the number 4D of Frank Gonzalez. They round out our starting 20. 21st starter with car number 6, that is Ryan Bronson. The number 142 alongside is Taylor Frost. Travis Montgomery starts 23rd. He's in the 45 with Tyson Pancows, number 91 on the outside. 25th starter with the number 40, that is Jordan Curdy, with the number 188 of Wes Wiggins outside. In our final row, the number 58 of Ryder Scrouf, and the number 44, the Hanover Record Service Machine, Tyler Blankenship. That is a 28-car field from the legendary Knoxville Raceway. The fireworks are going off. It is time to set these gentlemen loose into turns number 3 and 4. The Pace Truck ducks for cover, and the iRacingIFlag.com green flag up in the air. Let's go racing 60 laps around in Knoxville, Iowa. As we take him off into turn number 1 and 2, Kyle Moyer has been quick all night long, and he leads this hungry pack of 28 off of turn number 2 and down into the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. And look right behind him. How about that number 926 of Barrett Bishop, riding in position number 2, almost stalking his prey up front, but Moyer has been just absolutely terrific tonight, running in position number 1 as he's been pretty much uncontested all evening. Can he do it here? Hold on. What is going to be a 60-lap main event? Eric Eitstadt, that number 12, the Voodoo Child. He has a chip on his shoulder tonight, rolling in position number 3, but we're going to slow the field down. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the racetrack. Caution flag number 1. Hanover Record Service caution flag number 1 this evening on lap number 3, and I believe it was the number 119 of Corey Stansell who went around over there in a knot, and we'll put Jack to work with a full velocity instant replay presented by J-Max Journey. He's got a great event coming up with J-Max Strong tomorrow night at the Southern Dirt Racing Series. But it looks like as I let's bring my broadcast colleague, Raging Ron Piles, into the fray here. Ron, you just got here. You just came off the racetrack a little while ago, but what did you see out there? Stansell went around. Looks like a 32 car may have given him some help. First of all, how the heck are you coming off the racetrack? You still got your driver's suit on.
Still got it on. Never had time to take it off. But Stansell got around, and looks like a couple of guys clipped him going by, but nothing too much. Looks like he's got loose on his own. And, a couple of guys coming in, a little contact there.
All right, well, I saw you were here. You're in the server, one of our colleagues here, so I figured I got to at least bring you into the conversation. Either bring you in, or I know Jeff's here again. Now, we can almost talk to Jeff anytime and bring him in and tell everybody what he's up to today over at the headquarters. Let's just do that. Jeff, are you busy watching the printer again today of the iRacing iFlag headquarters?
Yes, sir, we are trying to get them pumped out here before Christmas. So, yep, another busy day here at iRacing iFlag for sure.
And it's great to hear our buddy Jeff Brown, Ranger Ron Piles joining us, Phil and Jack here with holding down the fort tonight at Knoxville Raceway. Send my thoughts and wishes and best of luck to our buddy Todd Stanton, who's there's all Buffalo Bills out there on Sunday Night Football tonight, and they do that about once every 25 years. So, gonna let him take that in, let him throw some tall boys down, and maybe some twisted tees, and hopefully he minds his P's and Q's because he's going into hostile waters, I guess, and a whole bunch of Steelers fans around him, and I think he's going to be into a really rough night, but you never know. If he loses, he may throw a fight. If they win, well, he may piss other people off and get knocked out in his own right, so hopefully Todd will be in his best behavior this evening. I'm certainly not going to be. I'm out here working on the Full Velocity Racing Network as we go back under green, and Kyle Moyer leading the field off turn number 2, and we raced it down to that back straightaway to turn number 3. How about the speed we have seen from this Moyer machine recently, Ron? He has really come to life, and he should have lasted like a month to 6 weeks. Not sure who he's hooked up with, but that 11 car's been badass fast. Let's see, I think Ron may have taken off the driver's suit, so never know. Hopefully Ron put some pants on. I want to come back to a conversation, buddy, let me know. But we're working at turns number 3 and 4 here now, all chasing the Kyle Moyer machine. Barrett Bishop in for 2. Eric Eichstadt gets a stranglehold on 3rd right now. The racing is for 4th with Jason Salter in. Rockstar DJ K in the 013. He almost went around. Gonna Salter a little touch. GJ gets way out of shape. He loses a bunch of spots. I see David Brewer go by. Alex Brewer going around. Who's that black car in the middle there? That may be, is that Daniel Stifler? Stephen Moore, that all black car making his way forward. EJ Jones there as well. So DJ Kilinowski, who was up there in the top 5, now may find himself relegated to 8th place back here at the line. So can he regroup? Because he's got a couple of really good cars around him. But man, I'll tell you what, 9 laps on the board, the 11 car. Kyle Moyer continuing to lead, but Barrett Bishop beginning to apply all the pressure he can. He is just knocking on the door, heading down to turn number 1 and 2, just kind of riding there. And I'm watching everybody's kind of running the low through the middle. We did see some guys take to the high lane early. Ron, if you're with me out there, when can we expect guys start riding up high and finding all that grip? Maybe wall riding, if you will. All right, I think we've lost Rage and Ron. That's okay. Maybe the phone rang. Maybe it's stuff to do. Maybe if he just got on the race car. He was out there racing tonight, out there with dirt and street stocks as well, and probably stinks. Maybe he's a shower. So we'll leave Ron alone. Let him go do what he's got to do. We'll take this one tonight. We're big boy. We can make this happen. But Moyer and Bishop race off turn number 4. Eichstadt holding on for 3rd, and pretty much a single file train throughout the entire top 10 right now. Say choo choo or something. I don't know. We're looking for a gimmick, I guess. So we'll use that one. I don't know. But Moyer, Bishop, Eichstadt, Salter, Stifler, Alex Brewer, Stephen Moore, DJ Kilinowski, EJ Jones. Now Rocky Batfield, the big monkey shaking the tree. And he's working his way up into the top 10. Our FDRN broadcast colleague now aboard the 97 now finds his way into the top 10 for the first time and is waiting to see what's going to happen as far as the way this racetrack may change. There's 13 laps on the board. Starting to watch Kyle Moyer begin to kind of pull away from Barrett Bishop, and you really think I would be the opposite, but that 11 car is really found some really big speed. I don't know if a new motor on that thing, the new paint job is certainly badass. Wow, got a great looking wrap on that 11 car, leading the field over Barrett at turn number 1 and 2, and now a little race back here for position number 3, beginning to take shape between the Voodoo Child, Eric Eichstadt, Jason Salter is there. You got the Iceman back there in the number 71, Dan Stifler. He may make a peek to the low side of Salter in turn number 3 and 4. So a lot of different things happening right now. Looks like a very one-groove racetrack as far as where speed kind of lays. But as this thing begins to develop, you may see a couple of guys start finding some different lanes and making some things happen. And Stifler being that first of those, trying to find his room to the inside over in turns number 3 and 4. But we work off of that 4th corner, completing now lap number 15, so 1/4 of the way home. And Kyle Moyer going to lead over the number 926 Barrett Bishop as Barrett rises right in his tire tracks, right in the slipstream there. Bishop able to, Eichstadt, I should say, net number 12, going to ride in position number 3, and he is pulled away from Jason Salter. Salter's got his hands full with Stifler. Right behind them, a few car lengths back, you find the likes of Alex Brewer. Stephen Moore, 73 car, very quiet, riding in position number 7. DJK, Rockstar DJK, the DJ Kolonowski, number 013, riding back there at 8th. Rocky Battenfield now. Rocky is moving his way around EJ Jones, so the big monkey making his way forward. He's now up to 9th, EJ back to 10th, and EJ Jones has his hands full because this number 032, Jimmy Hoffman, guy who's just bursting on the scene here tonight now, giving it to one of the very best on the outside lane. Hoffman trying to run his way around the top of EJ Jones. As Jack says, it's getting racing up front. Let's go back there and take a look. Is Barrett run down and maybe making a pass on the inside of Kyle Moiro? He's certainly down. It's gotten pretty good of it. It's dicey now. But Jack paged me back up to the front because Eric Eichstadt's run these fellas down. Salter is there. So what was looked like a runaway up front now. 5 cars under a blanket off turn number 2. Moyer's still holding on, but Bishop's got a mirror full of Salter. You got Eichstadt to the inside. You got Alex Brewer back there in the 1. Who that car in the middle? I'm forgetting they're missing. That's Dan Stifler's 71 car. Running out of my camera view there in the 3rd or 4th turn, but Stifler's back there in P5. These guys really throwing in. Track's getting a little bit dusty right now, a little bit dry, so trying to kind of get myself composed, see who is where. I've seen a couple of cars off the track, including who was down there. I saw Caleb Reich. He was off the track on the Constellation. David Blackburn, the 16, has pulled it down pit side, so it looks like his night aboard the 16 going to be done here, so tough break for David, but we get back at it up front in this race for the lead. Old Barrett Bishop drives it deep in a 1 and 2, and a slide job maybe up the hill. Moyer takes a peek back to the low side, and we'll dog race here off in a turn number 3 and 4, and Moyer sliding up, and if there wasn't a contact touch there, it was pretty dang close. Beat the scorecard out there, see what the French judge scores that one, but how about Jason Salter of a 10 car? He has made his way up to 3rd, and maybe thinking about going 3 wide for the race lead off turn number 2 as he is down low. He is under Moyer. Moyer got a fender on Barrett Bishop. We're 3 wide. Who is going to get fried for the race lead now as we complete lap number 22? Bishop holding on to that advantage up front, but only by fingernails because Kyle Moyer trying to fight back. The 10 car of Salter is there. Dan Stifler has worked his way to the inside of Eric Eichstadt, so they battled out for position number 4. We're not going to get away from this battling up front and racing up here pretty dang good, but there's some good racing going on even further behind that. And we get back here eventually in the view as I see guys like Rocky Batfield making his way up to the back part of the top 10, but if it breaks back there and gets a little bit quiet up here, we'll definitely get away and go back to that good battle. But this one for the lead, it is a 3-car war off turn number 2, and it is being led by one of the very best of these street stocks. Car number 926 of Barrett Bishop. Moyer been stuck in the middle like the meat in the sandwich, and for a while he may have been like filet mignon or roast beef. He's probably a piece of bologna right now. And yeah, don't bologna's great. Don't get me wrong. I eat quite a bit of bologna, but Kaya Moyer stuck in the middle. That's true. I'm full of bologna, Jack says. Yep, sure am. That's why they tell me to come out here. Full of bologna. Oh, Ron's you calling me a turkey, Ron? You finally out of the driver's suit, quick shower. Are you nestled back comfy in the chair calling me a turkey?
I am a little bit. I'm sitting here trying to get my overlays stuff running. I don't have them currently up, but looks like we're having a heck of a battle up there for the lead there. Looks like Kyle Moyer and Barrett Bishop's up there currently out there getting after it. And so Kyle Moyer, Salter, Eichstadt all there in a bundle. They were getting at it there, and these guys putting on one heck of a show here at the Knoxville Raceway. DWRL always putting on a great show out here. Getting close to halfway in this one, so I don't know if this groove is going to continue to heat up, but 9 machine up top definitely making it work, holding off Kyle Moyer, but I don't know how long he's going to be able to continue to do that.
I know he's been up there, but Moyer, a guy who started on the pole, was really quick early on. He's been running pretty consistently through the middle. The guy who's got my attention of a 10 car, Jason Salter, he has been working down low for about 20 laps now, and is that low side ever going to get trotted? Sure, you got more laps around Knoxville than I do, Ron. Looking to see the slaughter line beginning to work there, with Moyer and Bishop exchanging a lead. But are we going to see the low lane starting to come in at all? We've seen it here in Knoxville some, maybe sometimes we don't. What do you expect?
I honestly think the longer this goes on, You got guys running top, bottom, middle, track slicking off. I really, to me, I'd be surprised to see what's going to happen here because if the top, you got to run in harder, run it all the way up to the wall, and then bring it back out. If you stay up against the cushion, you could possibly get a run, but eventually the wall starts playing a game, and you have to start backpedaling on entry, which I think is where we're about right now.
We had a lap car up ahead there just clinging on to life in the lead lap, and that is a Ryder Shroud number 58, so making his first trip out with DWRL. Looks like he's about to fall one lap down to the field here off of turn number 2. So a guy trying to hold on and hold off some of the best behind with Bishop and Salter and Moyer just having a ferocious battle for the lead. You look right behind them where Eric Eichstadt, Daniel Stifler have had a good race. DJ Kilinowski. DJ's rallied back now up to the 6th spot. You got EJ Jones back there at Rocky Batfield. Alex Brewer, David Brewer. I mean, they always say the best of the best rise to the top. And this top 10 right here features some of the very best out there parading on these street stocks.
Yeah, most definitely. I enjoyed running with these guys. Currently run with them on the Wednesday night series. Definitely, these guys get their stuff together over here. It's a lot of fun to run with. You get all these guys and good stellar group of guys together and come over here and have a good performance and top 10 car Wednesday night and it's competitive. It's hard to get through here. This tight battle is Moyer looked like he come up. It looked like Stifler right there behind him. I thought things were a little shaky there, but they were able to straighten it out and make their way through 3 and 4 here. As Moyer's still trying to drive through the slick off the bottom, and Stifler looked like he tried the high side there. That's for like 4th and 5th position, I believe, and still going at it. Moyer on the bottom now. Eichstadt working the middle off of turn 2.
I'll tell you what, Moyer had a really good fast car all night long, set the Tar Motorsports quick time, won heat race number 1, led just about the entire first half of this one, Ron, and now we see that 11 car starting to go away. Is the setup going away, or is the track just going away from them?
I think it's a combination, as well as adding in a little bit of trying to figure out what's working the best right now. Is see Moyer trying to work still to the middle. I don't think he realizes what's there and what's not there yet. And to be honest with you, some of these tracks, the way things go away, you may not have the preferred line in one set of corners.
It's really, that's a very good insight right there. Is you don't think of that seeing, 4 corners that are symmetrical. You would think it would run consistent, but more than not, they really don't. So you'll see maybe one set of the corners really be the grip up high. Next time, the next corner may be low. So a lot of different roles being played here right now as Barrett Bishop continues to lead. But look at that number 10, the trash fan of graphics between Jason Salter down at 2 car lengths. And Jason was a guy that was running around there early. He's run back to the middle. And that's where Barrett's really beginning taking off now because really no challenge. When you get Barrett Bishop a lead, I don't care what stage of a race it is, it usually takes a mistake for that guy to throw a race away. But we know Salter, he's got a lot of talent in that number 10 car as well. If there's a guy who run Barrett down, maybe, just maybe, but he's shown he wants to do it down low. It's just not there yet.
That is for sure. As I'm watching these guys battle back here behind them for 3rd and 4th, it looks like top side being the preferred groove around the track. Watch the leader go to the bottom to 3 and 4, and I'm not sure if there's something down there or not. And watching Moyer run down there, I'm starting to wonder if it's somebody's impatience on the throttle pedal or maybe just the way they're running the corners being different from each other. Because like running Lanier with MVRL, I had, the bottom line was preferred. The guys in the middle were making it happen, keeping the momentum up. But I found out that I was feathering the throttle from the entry to center and able to run with them, and it was a heck of a battle. But these guys out here putting on a heck of a show, trying to run the bottom to the middle, off the top. And right now, I think the top 3, 1 and 2 is preferred. And watching Barrett Bishop get around, he's preferring the bottom on 3 and 4, but nobody's really making any ground on him.
No, him and Salter are beginning to walk away from the field. But this race for 3rd on back, and it's a pretty good little water cars back here. Eric Eichstadt holding on. Kyle Moyer's in there. Stifler's back there. EJ Jones trying to run his way up there as well. DJ Kilinowski. Rocky Batfield beginning. They are 4 wide back there for 3rd. Holy crap, 4 wide into 3. Is that going to work at Knoxville? It probably will. I don't know if you want to go 5 wide, though.
4 wide is trying, and I believe the bottom might end up coming off with us if they stay this way, but the top side prevails so far. Eric Eichstadt holding on, picking off into that 3rd spot. We're going to be almost 5 wide here, adding Stifler, and I think it's EJ Jones down there in the 84. These guys are trying to get at it here as we single out to single or double file and 3 wide there behind them. So these guys definitely putting it on here. I was waiting for EJ Jones to the slider, DJ Kilinowski on the wall off of 4. We'll see if that's going to slow him down any. It looks like it brought his nose back up to the side of Kyle Moore. You're going to be able to make that happen this time, but they're still 3 wide back there for that position.
Hey, really are. 3 wide, they're 2 wide in front. We almost go back to 4 wide. You would think 3 wide would be exciting. It almost felt like it was tame when it got back 3 wide there with EJ. And you got DJ up high running, Moyer in the middle, a couple of cars up ahead. Including the likes of Stifler up there. Eric Eichstadt holding on for 4. Stifler has made his way around the 12 car, 71 and 12. That's a great battle going on for third. It continues to rage on. I'm not sure who's got a better car there, but EJ Jones at 84, he has flexed his muscle. It's a 3-car race for third now over in turn 3.
That it is. I was watching just shy of their area on the track there. Rocky Battenfield visiting the outside wall, letting the outside wall letting him know it's still there. These guys still shaking it out here. Third through 6th position there as Kyle Moyer continues to slip. Back to, I believe, 6th or 7th now is going to be almost 8th position. Unfortunately for him, I think he's got to figure out exactly what he's got to do to make it off these corners a little better. He's running through the slick, and I don't know if it's the way that he's driving into the corner or maybe he's misjudging his car going off in the corner. Is the outside line starting to really rail the wall. So I really think if these guys are going to run the very bottom all up against the berm, right now is probably the place to be. I don't know that these guys getting off the corner. I'd like the bottom all the way against the berm. I also like going up high and railing it off the wall down the straightaway as well. It's just once it gets to the point where we're at right now, all these drivers are having to be very cautious of that quarter panel getting into the center of the corner, and I think it's just enough to slow them down. But if they drive off the corner properly and get that run and get right down the straightaway, as EJ Jones is still going at it with Daniel Stifler up there.
It's really good. Sorry, Ron, I didn't mean to step on you there, but it's a really good race going off that third spot between Stifler and EJ Jones. You look way up ahead, the top 2 have really checked out from the field. Barrett Bishop and Barrett's almost run Jason Salter out by 1 second. So the more this track gets slicker and slicker, the better that number 9 car gets up front, and the 926 car getting up front as Barrett leads now by almost a full second. And look at that line he's running. He is straddling that really dark surface right on the slick there. He has 2 left side tires down in that bright gray, which would kind of mean, hey, it's a little bit more dry. Now he's looking 3 and 4. He's way up against the wall. So you talked about 2 different corners being completely different running style. I think we're seeing that now as Barrett takes that low side of the 3 and 4, running 1 and 2 up high. That's why we bring guys like Ron to this conversation, I tell you, because he makes it sound like a genius when he says stuff like that.
Yeah, you got Barrett Bishop out front. He said he's straddling those lines down there. So when you got the track in the condition it's in right now, and it's slick, and you can see the dry, there's probably a little bit of moisture right down there where he's putting his left side tires. But imagine he's using the left side to try to counterbalance the car from getting loose and using that traction down there to keep the right rear tire in place and use the left rear tire to drive it off the corner to keep his speed up. And you see everybody's trying to mimic that behind him there and try to get caught up. But if you're completely following him all the way around the track, and Jason Salter's got all kinds of room right now to try to figure out how to get back up there and how to get the drive off the corner, maybe get a better run. But Barrett Bishop's just got this thing down to a science right now and is just walking the dog. I mean, he's not really running away from him right now. They're about dead even, but I feel that he's got probably the line that he needs to figure it out right now, figured out for this race.
He really does, and I'm looking at the interval there running for the race lead. It was 0.8 of a second. It's now down under 0.7 there. Last time by, Jason Salter running a 24.26 versus Barrett Bishop running a 24.32. So that's well over a 10th faster there. So 10 car is quicker, and I think that's an ability he has. As you look in the mirror, you don't see EJ Jones off of the distance. Salter has some maneuverability to try to play with lines. I think right now that's paying off for him because as we now pass 50 laps in, 10 laps remaining, a 10 car starting to find a little bit of life, and it may just have enough time to maybe creep down, back to the back end of the Barrett Bishop. But catching a guy is one thing. Passing him at a track like this, the way these conditions are, that's going to be a whole other animal.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot when you do that on a track that's in this sort of condition. The track's not in bad shape. The track's a little used up, a little slick, makes it real racy. Definitely would be a real treat to see Jason Salter get up there and give Barrett Bishop a run for his money here at Knoxville with 8 laps to go.
And it's stayed pretty consistent here these last couple of laps. They pretty much run mirror images of themselves. 24.30 for Salter, 24.30 for Barrett. So the interval stays even at 0.73 seconds this time by EJ Jones running back there in third, kind of all by his lonesome. Daniel Stifler running in fourth, and he's got a little bit of a challenge coming on because DJ Kalinowski, he's run down the back of the 71. Now, as I say that, I look even further behind, that 013, and we see the mirror full of, who's that? That Eric Eichstadt back there with 12, so that's a really good 3-car race. We see the top 2 run away, but these guys are doing anything but riding right now. There's some good racing going on all over this from 4th on back.
Yeah, a couple different driving lines here, a couple throttle pedals going down, and these guys trying to make it still race here. Stifler's still settled in there. DJ Kalinowski currently in 5th, trying to make a run on the outside of Stifler right now for 4th. See if he can make it happen here as they go up into turn 3. Kalinowski up high all the way against the cushion. Thought he was going to tap the wall there a little bit. It's really, really thin up there. He's almost in the broken line, but he's going to make the run down off a 4 to the start-finish line. He's going to lead that lap. 4th place for Kalinowski there as Stifler tries the slider line. He comes halfway up. Gives that room to DJ Kalinowski coming off a turn 2. Kalinowski's going to have the point there as well, so if I were to have to make a selection here, I'd say DJ Kalinowski has 4th place right now.
Yes, he does. He holds on over Stifler as they exit turn number 4. That 013 doing a really good job, but Dan going to fight back on that low side. If there's much racetrack left there to do it, he'll certainly find as the starter puts a full fist of knuckles down. 5 laps remaining here at the Knoxville Raceway. Opening night for season number 6 of the BladeNo.com DWRL Sunday Shootout. Got to thank Sam Perry for, the 500 stars. I see Laura out there through 50 out as well. Stars Donations gang, keep them coming in. Thank you so much for the support. And let's see where these final 5 laps will take us. Now under 5 to go, 4 to go, I should say. Now approaching 3. Bishop and Salter, well, that lead that was shrinking, Ron, well, now it's up to 1.3 seconds. So Barrett may be just kind of driving off of the wind, and it may turn now to a race. Can Jason Salter hold off the likes of, say, E.J. Jones and hold on to a 2nd place run now?
Looks like he may be able to do that, but that window is closing. I don't know that it's closing very fast, but it is closing. I don't think he's going to have enough time here. With 2 laps to go. Be this time by. Got DJ Kalinowski still working the high side up there. Single file 1st to 3rd, so I'm pretty sure that our top 3 finishers, unless something drastic happens to one of them in one of the corners, or a lap car gets in the way, which don't think there's any danger of that happening anytime soon. Actually, maybe 1 or 2 there in front of them now as we speak. But these guys are definitely making their way around here. As this time by, you'll see the white flag for your race leader.
Yeah, white flag going in the air this time for the leader of car number 926, Barrett Bishop. The lap car ahead is the 40 car of Jordan Curdy. Hopefully Jordan get out of the way because we got white silk on the speedway. 1 more trip around as the 40 to the outside wall. Bishop going to move back on by on the low side now with clear racetrack ahead into turn number 3 and 4. And it looks like it's only Academic from here as the starter unfurls. The double checkered flag on the field. Opening night of season number 6 at Knoxville goes to Barrett Bishop. He will win here at the Knoxville Raceway. Jason Salter will finish up 2nd. E.J. Jones 3rd. DJ Kalinowski 4th. Daniel Stifler with a top 5. 6th will go to Kyle Moyer. Eric Eichstadt for 7th. Rocky Batfield 8th. Alex Brewer 9th. Top 10 run tonight for Justin Pruitt. 11th for David Brewer. Ryan Bronson 12th. Tyson Pankow 13th. Justin Holt 14th. Stephen Moore is a top 15 run aboard car number 73. Tyler Blankenship finishes up 16th. Jim Revis, Kevin Prettyman, Wes Wiggin, Travis Montgomery. And out our top 20. 21st for Corey Stansell. Jordan Curry 22nd. Taylor Frost 23rd. Ryder Schruff 34th. For 24th, Frank Gonzalez. He'll finish up the 4D with a 25th place finish. And our final competitor who took to the green here will be Jimmy Hoffman of the old 32. He finished up 26th. We had a call for 28. David Blackburg, Terry Joyner did not join us here for the main event. So we got 26 out there. Tonight's big winner is Barrett Bishop. And in a minute here, Ron, we'll screw you over to Discord there. But that was an impressive run. I believe it was a 56 lap or a 56 lap run of a checkered flag. That was straight up awesome right there.
Heck yeah, well, seeing those guys get after it and go. This race staying green flag, especially at Knoxville, it's not a difficult task for most, but it can be very strenuous on a lot of the drivers that aren't as they've lost some of their athletic ability over the years. But this is one of those deals that you think sitting here for those of you that are at home and haven't tried this, if you run 60 laps at Knoxville ever, even myself, I get winded after about the first 10 laps. You get in a good heated battle with somebody. It takes a lot of the word I'm looking for, discipline to be able to hit your marks left and right, from corner to corner. and get off the corner and stay where you're at, and still be conscious of the guys that are still around you.
Certainly was. We'll let Ron get back to it. Ron, thanks so much for playing along, buddy. I'm going to jump over toward Discord over at DWRL. We'll come back with the post-race show presented by BladeNode.com in probably about 10 to 15 seconds, gang. So get over there, get unmuted, and we'll come back to you live on your source for esports racing. All right, how about that? I said 15 seconds, probably did it about 10 right there. Post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Tonight's big winner aboard car number 9, Barrett Bishop, a second-place finish for the number 10 car of Jason Salter. And our third-place finish, it's been a while since I've talked to the driver of car number 84. That's our old buddy, the natural one, Mr. E.J. Jones. E.J., it's great to see you again, bud. Welcome back to the network, a third-place run. God, you had to come through a lot of adversity back there. A lot of green flag laps. You rallied up the third, man. Tell us about this bullet. You need one more caution to make something happen for the win?
Yeah, I could have used a caution with probably 5 to go, because that's when I started really knocking off the times off the lead. But it is what it is. The car is just a turd for about 30 to 35 laps, and unfortunately, there was no late caution or anything to get me bunched back up with the guys running up front. So, they ran a good race. Congrats to Barrett and Jason on the first and second.
All right, so I got to ask, it's opening night for season number 6. Are we going to see the 84 car back as a staple over here on a Sunday night? Is E.J. Jones a guy going to make a stab at a season 6 championship possibly?
No, that's not going to happen. I think one of the races falls the week of the Chili Bowl, and I don't plan on rushing back home this year like I did last year from the Chili Bowl. So, no, I don't plan on running for the points. A couple of guys asked me if I, to run the first night, and say, yeah, sure, I'll run. Why not? And ended up third. I wish I qualified better, but I mean, it is what it is. I suck at qualifying now.
You took a little bit of a break, but the enthusiasm is still there. The party is still down here at the 84 camp. You still got Fireball cake, right? I mean,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't leave home without the Fireball cake now on race night.
Love it. Well, we'll dig into that for sure. I know we got the Michelob's on tap here, but
all the time.
Let me give you the microphone one more time here. So we've got a long day here on the network and a couple of long days ahead. So I don't want to burn up too much more of what I have left. The Fireball will do me some good afterward, I'm sure. But EJ, I know a lot of people out there make this car go fast with you and support you, buddy. So take the mic one more time and give those folks all a shout.
I got to thank the guys at Cedar Cove Speed, Charles and Dylan. Hopefully I'll get the rig finished sometime soon. I still got to get the shakers on it, which, like I said, I'll probably do it during vacation next week. Got to thank Eichstead Wraps. I got to thank him for the sweet wrap on the car. The guys at DWRL Racing helped them with some setup and throwing a few things out there to try. I also thank my friend Peter, let me run on his sim whenever I didn't have mine a couple of years ago. And you guys for doing the broadcast. As always, I got the Fireball cake for Phil. I know that's his favorite thing. I always have to bring it for him. Michelob is on ice. I've got the grill going. We're going to cook some burgers, some hot dogs. We're just going to tear the pits down tonight. We'll just have a good time with it.
It's a good time here in Knoxville, and I'm on my way back here very shortly, but we leave the guy now.
Oh, sponsors welcome also. I got to throw that in there.
You got it. Well, the sponsors, the ladies.
Advertisers,
the girls, they all want to come down. It's a nice night here in Knoxville. A wet T-shirt throw or whatever else.
Hey, I'm
there you have it. For EJ Jones aboard car number 84. If I stay here, we're going to get ourselves a whole sorts of trouble. We're going to walk away from that party for now, but I'll be back. Guarantee that. We'll walk down here and talk to another buddy of ours and aboard the Trash Panda Graphics car number 10. Racing Jason Salter raced his way to a second place run for a little while, buddy. I thought you were going to make the move down low and put it to Barrett, run away with this thing, but it didn't quite happen now, did it? Well, the race car go away. You were fast for a little while, then it's all of a sudden it hit a turn.
Yeah, we got to moving around a little bit and checking some different things out because I couldn't gain on them and wasn't really losing them. So I moved around a little bit to see what I could find, and didn't come up with nothing. Then we got to a little bit of a gap, and that was about it.
I'm not going to say you came up with nothing, dude, because you had a really good car all night long. You passed some guys. I'll tell you what, Moyer was really quick early. And once Barrett disposed to Kyle and Kyle's car went away, you were the best challenger Barrett had. And Barrett's a guy, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but he almost did for a little while. You had a fender underneath him once or twice, and I thought off a turn you may have had it. How much of this track change that really, upset the balance of your race car, make you search for so much more?
Well, when it went up to the top in 1 and 2, it really was tough for me. This new wheel the cushion don't really feel the same as it used to, so it was kind of a learning experience there. But once I got down to the bottom, it just felt right.
I tell you what, if this is going to driving school with a new wheel and it don't feel right, you still finish second. This is a guy right here. I probably need to take some lessons from Jason. Great job as always, buddy. Let give you the microphone one more time here to close the show out tonight. Friends, family, sponsors out there, all three ways as usual, bud. Take the mic and give those folks a show.
I'd like to thank guys over at DWRL for letting us go here and run. FERM for the excellent broadcast as usual. Trash Panda Graphics and X91 Motorsports.
All right, great run for the X91 car number 10, racing Jason Salter. A terrific second place run for that driver tonight. We'll let him go down here. And I saw EJ chase after me. I want to get away from that crew as quick as I can and go back down there. But we're going to move down to BladeNo.com Victory Lane, where our party has begun. And that means it's our buddy down here on the board, car number 9 or 926 is a 9 on the side of that race car. Barrett Bishop back in Victory Lane in Knoxville, buddy. You had to earn this one tonight. Moyer was bad fast early, buddy, but once you got that clean air in front of you, it seemed to be smooth sailing for you. Tell us about your run.
Yeah, we weren't too great at the start, but got to run Moyer down. He kind of messed up, but once we got by him, me and Jason kind of pulled away. But once that top went away, I could really roll the bottom good. That top was too much for me.
Now, we had all this green flag racing, and I think a 50-plus lap or better run to the checkered flag. These long green flag runs, it seems to me, knowing a guy like you now and watching the way your driving style is and attack these racetracks, long green flag runs are right in your wheelhouse now, aren't they?
Yeah, once just getting in a rhythm. Got more time to get in a rhythm. You're just hitting your marks and trying to pull away from them.
Sure, it's all about the rhythm. I think that's something I'll probably need to take a peek at and learn here. Probably learn that in the pavement too, because I'm pretty erratic and still slow as a turd. But that's why we talk to guys that are winners. So that's one here tonight with Barrett Bishop and BladeNo.com Victory Lane. Barrett, let me give you this microphone one more time. I know a lot of great people behind you that make these cars go fast. Friends, families, new sponsors, new teammates, anything you'd like to announce here. The floor is all yours there, buddy. Take it away and give those good folks all a shout out.
Here, I think HRE Motorsports, Team Friday, Hard Transportation, Durrell Access, Iris and iFlag, Miller Media and Design.
How about that, Miller Media Design, car number 9 in Victory Lane here tonight from BladeNo.com Victory Lane. Barrett Bishop picks up yet another win and a big one here to open up season number 6 of the Dirt Warrior Racing League Sunday Shootout Series. Thank you so much for all of you out there watching tonight. Making this a lot of fun with Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. For Jack Truin, Todd Stanton, Ron Piles for joining me. Jeff Brown up here from iFlag as well. Phil Lacasse are going to sign off. Thank you to so much for everybody for playing along. It's been a great weekend. We're back to it live tomorrow night, the Lernerville Speedway, right here, these street stocks. Going back over to Southern Dirt Racing Series, the J-Max Journeys. J-Max Strong, 75 tomorrow night at Lernerville. I believe 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Look out for our broadcast links out there, and we'll see you back live tomorrow night on your source for esports racing. Good night, everybody, from the Knoxville Raceway.